Everyone, in lecture 20 of unit 4, and in this lecture we are going to design PDF for the language WWR, and we know that WWR is the even palindrome, and if you read the input from the left or right, it is same, or after W you will get the reverse of the W. So if you read from the left or if you read from the right, it is the same, and it will always in the even length. Suppose we have a input AB, it is W, so reverse will be BA. So if you read from this side AB, BA, if you read from this side AB, BA, so it is same, it is the, and it is a palindrome also. We have seen a similar language in last lecture number 19, that is WCWR. So first relook at the WCWR, because WCWR is the base language for this language. If we can design the PDF for WCWR, we can design the PDF for WWR also. In WCWR, if we have a W belong to A comma B star, anything made of A comma B closure, then we will get C, and after C we will get reverse of W. And the property of this language is that if you post W into the stack, suppose you get A initially, post A, then B, then A, then B, you have to post everything before C. Then after reading C, it is sure that if you read B will be on the top of the stack. You can pop it. If you read A will be on the top of the stack. Similarly here, if you read B will be on the top of the stack. You can pop it, and on reading A will be on the top of the stack. It will match in this pattern. And at the end of the input, you will get Z0 on the stack. So on popping this Z0, you have to reach to the final state. And we know that after C we will get the reverse. Suppose we are going to design PDF for this language first. Initially Z0 will be on the top of the stack. You will read first symbol of the language. It may be A, it may be B, and you have to push everything before C. So here you are going to push very first symbol. It may be A, it may be B. After pushing first symbol, you may get B after A, you may get A after A, you may get B after B, you may get A after B. These are all four type of combinations we can get in W. If you are going to make a string over A comma B, it may be A after A, it may contain A after B, it may contain B after A, it may contain B after B. So you have to push all these into the stack. So if you are getting A after A, push it into the stack. If you are getting A after B, push it into the stack. If you are getting B after A, push it into the stack. If you are getting B after B, push it into the stack. Now after pushing complete W, we will get a C. When you read C, it might be possible that A is on the top, or it might be possible that B is on the top of the stack. In this example, B is on the top when we read C. it might be possible that in input like this ABA, this is the reverse of ABA. On when we push ABA into the stack, on reading C you will get A on the top. So you can get A on the top or B on the top. Here you have to do nothing for C. Why? Because C is just a marker. It indicates that we are going to get reverse after C. So here we are going to change the state to Q1 only and do nothing. Why we are going to change state? Because after C we have to do pop operation. Here we have to do pop operation. Now on after reading C, it is almost sure if you get B in the input, B will be on the top, or A in the input, then A will be on the top of the stack. So now if you read A in the input, A will be on the top. On reaching Q1 you have to pop it, or if you get B on the input, B will be on the top of this stack. So you have to pop. So these are the operation you will get after C. These are the operation you will get before C. And why we are changing state? Because at Q1 we have to do pop operation. If you do not change it to Q1, if suppose it is Q0, then this line and this line will be look similar. Here we are doing a push operation on reading A on the top. Here we are doing pop operation on reading A on the top. So it should be on different state. It should be on different state. So we change the state after reading C. And on reading C we are very much sure that we are going to do pop operation after it. So at the end of the input you will get Z0, and here you are reaching to the final state. So this is the PDA for WCWR. Here one more important thing is that W belong to A comma B star. So sample C should be accepted. C should be accepted. So you can get C at the Q0 when Z0 is at the top of the stack. You are getting C here when A is on top. You are getting C here when B is on the top. So you can get C also when Z0 at the top of the stack in this particular case. And what you need to do? You have to do nothing on reading C and move to the Q1. Moving to the Q1 and do nothing, because at Q1 we will reach to the end of the input. After C we will reach to the end of the input, and Z0 is at the top. Z0 at the top, and we pop it and reach to the final state. Now move to the original problem, that is WWR. And the problem here is PDA start from this position, and epsilon is the indicator that we will reach to the end of the input. Here after reading this we will reach to the end of the input, and there is no special symbol. There is no special symbol that indicate we are at the midpoint of the input. Here at the C we are sure that after C we are going to get reverse, but here we do not have any special symbol that indicate we reach to the end of the mid of the input. After that we are going to get reverse. We don't know where we are going to get reverse. You can see after this B we are going to get reverse. You can see, I can see also, but machine do not see. Machine, because for PDA cursor is at this position and there is no special symbol at anywhere which indicate there is a mid. So if we give this input to the PDA, it will push everything into the stack. It will push A first, A, then B after A, then A after A after B, then B after A, then B after B, then A after B, then B after B, then A after B. It will push everything into the stack. So here we need something that indicate we are in the mid of the input. We are at the position after which we are going to get reverse. So we assume that there is a null string in between. So we assume that input is like this. We are going to get a null string. We are going to get a null string in between that separate W from WR. We assume there is a null in between. And how can PDA work in this position? PDA assume there is a null. It will try to check WWR. It will fail. Then it will check it at this position, this position, this position. After trying multiple choices, there are multiple guesses. PDA tries to find midpoint, and in multiple guesses one guess will be correct. There will be one correct way that reach to the final. So PDA will be what PDA will be do? PDA will do guesses. So this PDA is the non-deterministic PDA. This will be non-deterministic PDA. So in this PDA, that is same for WCWR, in place of C we will write there is a null in between, A in the top. After that we are going to do pop operation, and here we are going to do nothing on this null. We are going to do nothing on this null, do nothing. So we are changing C by epsilon here. Similarly at this line we can get, here it is B on the top. If you are reading null, B on the top, we are going to do changing state and do nothing operation, and after that we are going to do pop operations. And null can be string of this language because W belong to A comma B star. So on reading null you can get, on from Q0 you reading null and Z0 at the top, you are going to Q1 and doing do nothing. At Q1 you can pop Z0 and reach to the final. So instead of C we are writing null here, and null is used to do guess part. It is a guessing where is the midpoint, after which point we are going to do pop operation. So this is the final PDA, and we have to write the tuples here. PDA M is equal to set of state Q0, Q1 and Qf, input symbol A comma B, and there is no C in WWR, and we are going to push A and B and Z0 into stack. Transitions are as these, and Q0 is the start state, Z0 is the stack initial symbol, and Qf is the final state. So it is similar to WCWR, only change is that instead of C we have to write null. Why we are writing null? To guess the midpoint, after which we are going to do pop operation. Here we are going to do pop operation. Before this midpoint we are going to do push operations only. This is all for lecture 20. Thanks for attending it.